Hello, everyone. I want to welcome everyone to another episode of Succeed Success Group. It is an honor and pleasure to be here with you as always. I want to thank everyone who has subscribed thus far. I look forward to new subscribers. If you enjoy the content and you enjoy the video and different videos that we're putting out, please feel free to subscribe, like, share the videos with your friends, family, people that you think would benefit from the content. Again, guys, just such a pleasure to be here with you guys today. You can see from the title, everyone, that we're going to be talking about a pretty serious topic, a topic that I think definitely needs to be addressed. And we're going to also deal with this topic in later episodes. So this will not be the only episode where we dive into this particular topic. We'll get into it, on different levels, guys. So I guess you could say this is a general topic around a general video, around the topic of depression. I will make later videos kind of catering that particular video towards maybe, high schoolers who are dealing with depression, adults who are dealing with depression, and then we'll go as low as, younger kids and things of that nature. But the first video, I just want to touch on the topic in general. I would love to hear your comments on the topic. Please feel free to leave a comment about this particular topic. Again, guys, I'm not a mental health expert, so I want to kind of start out by saying that I have worked in many capacities with many different people, but I am not a mental health expert. If you are, seriously depressed and you're going through some serious things, then I would definitely advise you to reach out to a mental health expert, a doctor, seek professional help. In this video, I'm going to do my best to help anyone that is dealing with depression and that has dealt with depression. Just such a serious topic, guys. I've actually worked with students and younger people for some years, and I know that several of them have dealt with depression, have been going through depression, and it could just be, the word depression is a big word. It could be, feeling down, feeling sad, maybe not seeing an out to a specific situation, or not seeing, the end goal or the end game. So there are a lot of different components of depression. No matter what you fall under, I think it's something that to a certain degree we all go through. And I think that it's how you handle that particular situation, or how you handle those feelings, that you can either overcome the situation, or the situation can unfortunately sometimes take you over or take you under. I had a student, several years ago that actually, hurt himself because, he was going through some things, and I'm pretty sure that depression was probably one of the major issues that this person was going through. But as I said, we all go through depression, so it's something that I want us to learn from. I want us to grow from it and try to make sure that we're able to handle these situations. So before we get started, guys, and I give you my opinions and my viewpoint, I want to give you a definition of the word depression. Depression, guys, is, let's say major depression is something that significantly affects a person's family and personal relationships, work or school life, sleeping and eating habits, and general health. A person having a major depressive episode usually exhibits a low mood, which pervades all aspects of life, and an inability to experience pleasure in previously enjoyable activities. So things that you used to enjoy before, maybe you don't enjoy as much now because you're so depressed, and that could be a wide variety of topics. Depressed people and individuals may be preoccupied with or ruminate over thoughts and feelings of worthlessness, inappropriate guilt or regret, helplessness or hopelessness. Other symptoms of depression include poor concentration and memory, withdrawal from social situations and activities, and a reduced drive and a higher irritability level, or thoughts of, hurting yourself and things of that nature. So that's just a pretty general definition for the topic of depression. But I just want to let everyone who's watching know that you are bright, you are talented, you are educated, you have a world of potential within you. There's nothing that you can't do, there's nothing that you can't accomplish. So if you are sad, if you are down on yourself, I want you to try to change that mentality. I want you to try to change your attitude, and through those changes in your mentality and attitude and mental thoughts, then you can get out of that depressed state. You can get out of that sad state. And it's not easy. It's not easy. But it's something that, I think that you need to do, because being depressed is not a way of living. It's not a way of life. And it's not something that you want to go through for long periods of time. As I said, we all have been sad. We have all been down on ourselves at some particular time. So it is natural to go through some of these more natural occurrences of being sad or down. However, you do not want to stay in this state of being for months, for years, for weeks. You want to, be down and pull yourself up and get yourself going and get yourself together and realize how amazing you are. So that's one of the main objectives of today's video, and us getting into this topic today is for you to realize that you are amazing. No one can stop you. No one can hold you from your dreams. You're going to have haters. You're going to have doubters. It doesn't matter. You keep going. You keep persevering. You push through, and you will be on top no matter what. You have to have the right mindset. So throughout the channel, you're going to be hearing me talk a lot about mindset, a lot about your goals, reaching your goals, obtaining top levels of success, and things of that nature. So I've written down about 9 topics, 9 points of views that can help with your state of being if you are a little bit depressed or a little bit down on yourself. And let's just go through these topics one by one. Again, like I said, guys, please feel free to leave a comment and share. Other people watching might be able to get some great viewpoints from your comments that you leave, and it might help them to get out of their state of depression or out of their sadness or whatever the case may be. So the first point that I want to bring up, guys, is something that I really believe in, something that I try to practice on a pretty daily basis, and you want to surround yourself with positive people. A lot of times when you're down and you're sad and you're mad and you're depressed and things of that nature, you might be around the wrong crowd. There are people in the world and people in our society that are always negative. They're called pessimists, as opposed to an optimist, someone who thinks positive and can kind of see the light at the end of the tunnel. Someone who's always down and always mad and depressed is going to in turn bring you down. So if you're around those type of people, or if you're around one person who is just always sad and mad and depressed, then that energy might then transfer over to you, and you might start feeling the same way. So you want to surround yourself with happy people, people that are doing positive things and moving their life in the direction that you will want to go in, or people that are just doing great things. There's a lot of people doing great things, so those are the people you want to be around. If you have a friend that's always sad or mad or depressed, then maybe you try to change their perspective. And if you can't change their perspective, maybe you need to get around another group of people. Okay, so point 2, go outside and experience Mother Nature. Oh my goodness, I cannot tell you guys how beautiful the world is that we live in. We have so many beautiful things that are in our planet Earth. We have water, we have trees, we have birds, we have animals, we have just all of these beautiful things that you can go out for free, by the way, and just enjoy. And one thing that I used to do a lot, this is when I played professional basketball overseas, and it's something I would encourage you guys to do, and it's something that I still try to do to this day, but I would try to take 1 hour out of each of my days and just enjoy Mother Nature, whether that be sit in the park or go by the water or go for a walk, things of that nature. I had a lot of time on my hands, and even if you don't have a lot of time on your hands now, try to make time to enjoy Mother Nature. It will really get you out of a slump. It will get you out of some of the feelings that you might have for yourself. There are just so many things that you can do to help you with that if you just enjoy the outside. So go outside, take a walk, breathe in some of the fresh air around you. If you don't live in the best area, maybe you have to travel a little bit to go to a nice area, but go outside, guys, experience Mother Nature. It will help you out tremendously. Take my words for it. Another thing that can help with depression and being down is exercise. Yes, that's right, exercise. Going out and doing something physical, going for a jog, going for a walk, actually lifting weights, going swimming. You will see a video that I'll do later, guys, on the sauna, steam, and whirlpool. The sauna, steam, and whirlpool. One of the most beneficial things on the entire planet that we have is the sauna, steam, whirlpool, and swimming pool. So if you can go do some of those activities and get some exercise, then it may help with your depression or what you're going through. No matter what age, by the way. This is for teens, adults, young children. Just getting some physical exercise is very important. And also, guys, I encourage playing sports. So I'm a big believer in sports and all the benefits of sports. I played sports my entire life, so I love sports, and that can also reduce stress and reduce depression. All right, the fourth tip, guys, is if you can, take a trip. Going outside of your city or going outside of your state is so beneficial. It will reduce your stress. It will reduce depression. It will reduce thoughts that you might have that are negative. If you're in a position where you can't necessarily travel, out of the country or travel to another city, that's fine. You can plan a local trip, or you can plan a trip within your own city to another area that you've never been. You'd be surprised at the amount of people that I found that haven't, been downtown, for example, or haven't been to this neighborhood or that neighborhood. And also something that I really enjoy with traveling and going to different areas is checking out the areas, going and walking around, taking a walk, going to some nice restaurants, or, maybe packing a lunch and just sitting outside and enjoying that area is something that you can do as well. So definitely, guys, try to get outside of your comfort zone, try to go to different areas. It is just so amazing. Plan ahead, but yes, this will definitely help with you in terms of your levels of stress. All right, so fifth, guys, is write out your thoughts. So write out your thoughts and your feelings. There's another video that I've done on journaling, which I'm just a huge advocate for. Journaling will help you out tremendously within your journey towards greatness. So if you are down on yourself or you're having hard times, get yourself a journal and physically write out how you feel. I feel there's so many people who have committed really egregious acts in our society, such as murder, such as robbery, such as attempted murder and things of that nature, could have possibly resolved the situation that they had eternally if they would have written down their thoughts. And I'm not saying this in every situation, but in some situations, I know that this would be true, that if, you would have, wrote down your thoughts before you committed this act, you probably would have never committed the act. So guys, having a journal is so, so important. If you don't have a journal physically in terms of paper and pen, cell phones are big nowadays, so you can, journal in your notes if you have an iPhone, but every phone has a section for notes, so you can journal also within your phone. That'll help out just so you can start processing the thoughts that you feel. And if you need to talk to someone, you can refer back to that writing and that journaling and kind of go through, well, hey, this day I felt this way, and then this day I felt that way. Things of that nature. It will definitely help out. Next, guys, talk to someone, talk to a friend, talk to a therapist, talk to a counselor. Depending on your level of depression, depends on who you need to talk to. So, if you're younger, you're a teen, talk to a parent. Let a parent know. Let a coach know. Let a counselor know. Let a friend know. Let an adult know how you're feeling. If you're an adult, let another adult know. Let a friend know. Let a family member know. Let a spouse know how you're feeling. We oftentimes keep all of these thoughts within, and then you just explode. Whereas if you would have talked to someone who is, a positive person and who can give you good feedback, then that feedback can then help you get out of the state that you're in. But a lot of times I think that people do not talk to people. They hold these feelings in, and it sometimes becomes too late, or it becomes overwhelming, overbearing, where you just are really, really down on yourself. You haven't spoken to anyone, so you haven't released that energy, and it's all within you. Once you release the energy, that's one of the first steps and first processes on how to end depression. So you have to try your best to talk to someone. Obviously, if you're really depressed and it's a serious situation, then I advise you to get a therapist and look into therapy and things of that nature. But if you can't get a therapist, just talk to someone. If you don't have anyone who you can talk to personally, reach out to anyone. Just have a conversation with anyone and let them know how you're feeling, and hopefully that person can give you the right feedback. But this video is also for you. This video is your feedback. You can reach out to me anytime through comments. I'm going to be doing different things with different people where you're going to be able to personally reach out to me, and I'm going to be doing consulting and things of that nature. So I am here for you as well. If you're going through anything, please reach out to me immediately. You can DM me. You can leave a comment, and I will definitely respond back to you. If you want to have a personal conversation, then definitely feel free. Again, I'm not an expert, but I've been through a lot. I've seen a lot, and I am definitely here to help anyone that needs that particular help. Next point, guys, let's get right into it. Change your surroundings. Change your surroundings. This is so big. If you are in the same environment every day, you're doing the same things every day, over and over, and you don't have any change to those environments and surroundings, then it becomes overwhelming. Let's say you're going to work and you're like, oh, I got to go back home. I got to go back to this same neighborhood. I got to go back to these same people, or I got to go back to this same situation. That will lead to you being depressed. That will lead to you being down. So you want to try to change that situation as best as possible. I obviously understand that sometimes it's hard to change your situation because of financial reasons. So if you're in that situation, then you want to just try to come up with ways that you can change your situations on a daily basis. And again, that might be going outside, going to a different neighborhood, taking a trip, going to the park, looking at different content. If you're always looking at things that are negative or things that bring you down in terms of content that you watch, you might want to try to change that content into positive things that are happy, things that are fun, things that are maybe a little bit more light, less intense than some of the situations that you may be surrounding yourself with on a daily basis. But do your best to try to change your surroundings, and that could be changing the people you're around. It could be changing your environment, changing where you live. Whatever the case may be, you want to change your surroundings. Guys, this is something that most people, might not think of, but if you're depressed, try to watch something that's funny. Try to get into comedy. A lot of times, a comedy show or a comedian, or, maybe a funny movie or a funny program or sitcom or series can help you out. Getting a good laugh in is always something that I encourage you to do, whether or not you're depressed or not. But if you are depressed, if you are down, try to laugh. With others, and just enjoy yourself. Enjoy the day, enjoy the weeks, enjoy the months, enjoy the process, and understand that you can get out of the situation. You will get out of the situation. I am here to help you, but watching comedy is something that can definitely benefit you. There's a lot of great comedians out there. There's a lot of great content that is funny, and sometimes just laughing is something that really helps out a lot. The last topic that I brought up and wrote down for you guys today that I wanted to discuss with you guys today about this topic is don't beat yourself up. Do not beat yourself up. Should you be hard on yourself? Yes, I feel like the most successful people are hard on themselves. I've been hard on myself through my journey. I play sports, and in sports, you're always kind of hard on yourself. You're like, oh man, I could have did better, or I could have got more rebounds. I could have got more points. I could have done something more to help my team win the game, no matter what sport you're playing. If you're in business, if you're in sales, it's good to be hard on yourself, but there's a fine line between being hard on yourself and beating yourself up, and I think that people who are in a state of depression are probably beating themselves up. And I'm sure we've all done it to a certain degree. It's something that you want to try not to do, but don't beat yourself up. Don't come down on yourself to the point where you're thinking about hurting yourself, or you're thinking about, hurting others, or you're just thinking about this is the end and, I just can't handle it. And you're just always beating yourself up. This will lead to you being depressed and more depressed and more depressed and more down and more down and more down. So you want to build yourself up. You want to think positive. You want to have positive goals. You want to understand that no matter what situation you're in, you can get out of the situations that you're in. I research people on a daily basis that have gotten themselves out of situations, maybe of poverty, just different things that people have done where it's like, wow, you've 10x'd, the state that you were in, whether that be financially, mentally, spiritually. You just went to the top level. So that's where you want to go. That's where you want to try to reach, and that's what you want to try to obtain. But beating yourself up will never really lead to you getting there, because you're always beating yourself up. You're always down on yourself. You're always creating this kind of negative energy within yourself. So do not beat yourself up, guys. Stay positive, stay focused. Understand that you are a powerful person. You're an amazing person. You can do so much. You can go so many places. You have so much potential within you. And this doesn't matter your age. You could be 80. Don't be depressed. You could be 15, 25, 45, 65, 19, 10. You are amazing. You are powerful. You are gonna make it out of this situation. I believe in you. Believe in yourself. If you're around people that are always negative and don't believe in you, then don't worry. You believe in yourself and kind of brush that hate off. Don't worry about the hate. It could be your family hating on you, your mother, your father, the people around you, your neighborhood, whatever the case is. Understand how powerful you are. Also, I think sometimes people get depressed because they made a mistake. And this mistake might be a serious mistake. It might be a mild mistake. It's a mistake that they've made where they beat themselves up over that mistake. Or maybe you've done something that you're embarrassed about, or something that you just feel like, oh my God, I can't get out of this situation. And I'm here to tell you now that you can. I think a lot of times when people are depressed, they don't look at the future. So you're depressed in the moment right now. But have you thought about the next week? Have you thought about the next 2 weeks? Have you thought about the next month, the next year, the next 10 years, right? And that's one of the most saddest things to me, is that when you have a young person who is extremely depressed and they do something to themselves where they hurt themselves, and that young person didn't understand that, hey, in 10 years, you're going to be 30 years old and you're going to be rich and successful. Just, go through the process. Get through this process now, and there's a big, beautiful light at the end of the tunnel waiting on you. So don't hurt yourself so that you miss the blessings and opportunities that are awaiting you. And it doesn't matter your age. You could be 40 and seriously depressed and not understand, hey, in 5 years, you're going to be on top of the world. In 1 year, you're going to be on top of the world. So that is so important, guys. Understand that it is a state that you're in now. You can easily get out of the state that you're in now. No matter what state you're in now, you can get out of that state. You can overcome it. You will overcome it. I believe in you. I believe in manifestation. I believe in you manifesting positive energy, beautiful thoughts, and understand that you're not the only person who's depressed. We all get depressed. You can't overcome this situation, and I want you to overcome this situation. We're going to have more topics on this situation because it's really a serious topic, and I'm going to basically on the next videos on this topic, I'm going to get a little bit more personal, like, teens, how can you deal with depression? Adults, how can you deal with depression? And then we're going to go as young as adolescents and deal with some of the younger people that are going through things and dealing with depression. Serious topic, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Again, feel free to reach out to me personally if you need to. I'm here for you to help you. Have a lot of positive content that I'm going to be putting out, and it is for you to get better. Even if you're doing amazing, the content is still for you. If you're a millionaire, a billionaire, this content is for you. It's for everyone. I appreciate you guys so much for being here. Remember, you can do it, you will do it, and you're on your way to doing it, and you're doing it now. So just believe in yourself, guys. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate everyone who's a part of Succeed Success Group. I appreciate everyone who has subscribed thus far, and I want everybody to hit that button right down there, subscribe now, leave a comment, like the video, share the video, and I look forward to seeing you guys on the next episode. Thank you guys. Have a wonderful day. Thank you so much.